And I want to address actually exactly the point that the previous speaker raised. And at previous hearings, we've seen a few people stand up from the Chamber of Commerce, or there was the gentleman with the 350 employees and 7 restaurants who claimed to be a small businessman. And you know, the claim has been made that small businesses will be forced to lay off workers if Chicago adopts a $15 minimum wage. And regardless of the truth of the matter, the fact is that there are thousands and probably millions of people out there for whom this is a real threat. This is a threat that has to be dealt with, has to be addressed. I think it's worth making the point in passing that when the minimum wage was raised in 1949 from 40 cents to 75 cents an hour, a similar margin, it didn't wreck the economy. In fact, it brought on the biggest economic boom, the lowest unemployment, and actually the lowest inequality in history. But 15 now would argue that there is a way of dealing with this. First of all, I totally agree with the previous speaker that it's ridiculous for the big corporations to be paying anything less than 15 an hour. But clearly, they can also be a source of funding, a source of subsidies for the small businesses that legitimately may be pushed to the wall by that increase. I think that would have to be enforced. Clearly, if a small business is saying that they're unable to afford it, well, then they need to open the books. Small businesses are notoriously leery of having government inspectors look at their books, but as somebody who's worked for a paycheck all his life, the government always knew exactly what I made, and they always took out my taxes, my Social Security, and all of those payments, and I don't think the business should be treated any differently. So that's my proposal. The Robin Hood tax idea is already out there. The enormous super profits of corporations like McDonald's and Walmart, those should be made available. Thank you.